Hi, my name is Chuck. I'm with Perfect Water. I'm here today with Lyons Real Estate to go over a few of the no water issues you're going to have on being on well water and some of the maintenance that you guys can do to help prevent some of the issues while being on well water. The first thing we're going to talk about is no waters. Most of your no waters start right here with a little pressure switch. This pressure switch can be found on the ground, and it has a little lid that covers it up, a little nut on top that you can loosen up and take the cover off. What you're looking for is to make sure there's no bugs, no ants, no lizards. They like to get in here when it's raining outside, when it's cold outside. And what they do is they prevent this pressure switch from making contact and providing you guys with water. What you should do is, you ever have no water, check the aerator. If this aerator, and all you do is pop the top off, if this aerator is low or empty on water, start with the pressure switch, and like I said, just clean it up, make sure there's nothing in there. Once you plug it back in, if the aerator does not fill with water at that point, come to the side of your aerator, and most of the aerators have the electric solenoid valve on that's plugged into the float. Follow the outlet till the plug's to the outlet. Look for a GFI. The GFIs are little outlets that have the test and reset button on them. Most of the time, if you unplug them, hit the reset button, plug them back in, you'll now hear the aerator fill with water. Once full of water, the idea would be to come to the secondary pressure switch here, and with this little lever, pull up on that lever until you hear the pump turn on. Once the pump turns on and continues to run, hold this lever in that position until this little pressure gauge reads about 40 PSI. At that point, you should be able to let go of the lever, and the system will stay running until it gets to about 60 PSI. Now, if you ever have no water and the aerator is full of water, what you should do is automatically go to this pressure switch, check it, make sure the pump is primed, make sure there's pressure on the gauge, and if there's not, again, just pull up on the lever until you get water into the house. Maintenance concerns with these issues are basically keeping this tank clean and free of lizards, dirt. Realize we live in Florida. 135 gallons of water sits outside in the sun all day. It's going to grow mold and bacteria on the inside of this tank, and you want to keep it clean. This is the water going into your property. To do that, take the lid off, pour some chlorine in here, get in there with a scrub brush, clean it all out, wipe off the top, then open up the drain on the bottom. With this one right here, there's a handle that you just turn. Once all the water drains out of the aerator, leave it open for a second, let this rinse the aerator out, close the ball valve back off, let the aerator fill with water. Once the aerator is full of water, add like a cup of chlorine or a cup of unscented bleach to the aerator. Your water softeners, on all systems, everybody has a salt tank. Make sure that this has salt in it, that it's halfway full of salt, and that the clocks are set correctly on the machines. This type of water softener, all you have to do is press and hold the set button down. Go up or down to change the hours, hit the set button again, go up or down to change the minutes, hit the set button again. Now, with this type of system, it's a little bit different than the aerators. There's less things to go wrong. If you ever have no water with this system, it's either one or two things. It's the pressure switch that we talked about originally, or it's going to be a well pump. So if you get in here and you clean out the pressure switch and there's no ants, and you plug it back in and there's still no water, you would need to call Mike or Kim at Lyons Real Estate. Maintenance on this equipment, pretty much keep salt in the salt tank, keep these clocks set correctly, and don't use water between 1 and 3 a.m. This system cleans itself out every night, and it does so. We have them programmed to go off at 1 o'clock in the morning. So during, like I said, the hours of like between 1 and 3, 1 and 4:30, try to not use water. Don't preset your dishwashers, no showers, no laundry. And again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to stop by our store or give us a call. Our number is 239-823-9222. On sending any service issues, if it's a no water call to where we have to show up, you would have to call your property manager first instead. But like I said, for maintenance issues, by all means, give us a call.
All right.